Deep in the vast blue ocean lived a mermaid named Marina, known by all sea creatures for her kind and gentle heart. Her tail shimmered like the morning light, and her song was so soothing that it could calm even the most feared animals of the sea. Marina was not an ordinary mermaid. While other mermaids enjoyed living in beautiful coral palaces, Marina's heart was drawn to the open ocean. She traveled across the vast waters, seeking out those who were hurt or in need. Her mission was to care for every creature, no matter how big or small. Her closest friends were the orcas, the sharks, and the turtles, creatures many feared, but Marina truly understood them. The orcas were her loyal guardians. Whenever she swam through distant, unfamiliar waters, they moved beside her, strong and wise. They taught her the secrets of the ocean currents and how to read the signs of an approaching storm. With the orcas by her side, Marina felt safe to travel anywhere, knowing she was protected by the ocean's most powerful sentinels. Their bond was built on mutual respect and a shared love for the freedom of the open sea. The sharks, often seen as dangerous and solitary hunters, revealed their noble side to Marina. She wasn't afraid of them. Instead, she saw their strength and their vital role in the ocean's ecosystem. She would often find them injured, trapped in human fishing nets, or tangled in plastic waste. With gentle hands, Marina would free them and heal their wounds. She taught them the importance of balance and showed them that kindness was a strength, not a weakness. In return for her compassion, the sharks became fierce protectors of the coral reef, warding off threats and maintaining order in their underwater kingdom. They no longer saw other creatures as just prey, but as neighbors to be respected. The turtles were Marina's oldest and wisest friends. With their long lives, they had witnessed the ocean change over centuries. They would gather around Marina and share ancient stories from a time when the ocean was pure and untouched by human hands. They spoke of vibrant coral gardens that stretched for miles and of waters so clear you could see the sun from the deepest trenches. Marina listened, her heart filled with a mix of wonder and sadness for what had been lost. She made a promise to the turtles to protect what remained. She helped them find safe, hidden beaches to lay their eggs, far from predators and human interference. When their young ones hatched, she would guide the tiny turtles safely to the sea, away from lurking dangers. One day, a great and terrible threat appeared in their peaceful ocean home. Dark waves of trash, plastic bottles, and vast, tangled nets began to drift into their waters. This pollution, known as a ghost net, was a silent killer. It swept over the vibrant coral reef, choking the life out of it. The brilliant colors of the coral began to fade to a ghostly white. Fish became trapped, and the entire ecosystem fell into a state of panic and despair. The sea creatures were frightened, watching their home being destroyed before their very eyes. They didn't know what to do against such a formidable, unthinking enemy. But Marina did not hesitate. Her heart ached at the sight of the destruction, but her spirit was strong. She knew she couldn't face this alone. She sent out a call, a beautiful, powerful song that echoed through the ocean depths. Her friends heard her plea and came at once. The mighty orcas arrived first, their powerful bodies cutting through the water. They used their immense strength to push the floating islands of trash away from the delicate coral. They worked together, creating currents that carried the waste out into the open ocean, where it could be broken down by the waves. Next came the sharks. With their sharp, powerful jaws, they tore into the massive, tangled nets that had ensnared the reef. They ripped and shredded the synthetic fibers, freeing the trapped coral and the small fish who had been caught. They worked tirelessly, their determination fueled by their loyalty to Marina and their home. What was once a deadly trap became a pile of harmless shreds, thanks to their incredible strength and teamwork. And finally, the gentle turtles arrived to help with the rescue. They swam gracefully through the chaos, guiding the smaller, terrified fish and other sea creatures to safer waters, away from the turmoil. They led them to hidden caves and sheltered coves, where they could wait until the danger had passed. Their calm presence was a source of comfort for the frightened animals, a steady beacon in a sea of confusion. Together, this unlikely team of a mermaid, orcas, sharks, and turtles worked as one. They cleaned their home, piece by piece, until the last bit of trash was gone, and the last net was torn apart. The ocean slowly began to heal. The water cleared, and the sunlight once again streamed down, illuminating the reef. The coral, though damaged, slowly began to regain its color. The fish returned from their hiding places, and the entire reef came alive with motion and sound once more. The ocean sparkled again, and the animals celebrated their victory with joyful leaps and songs. The orcas breached the surface, sending huge sprays of water into the air. The sharks swam in graceful circles around the reef, and the turtles bobbed their heads in a gesture of profound gratitude. From that day on, Marina was known not just as a kind mermaid, but as the guardian of the ocean. Her story became a legend, a symbol of love, respect, and the incredible power of harmony. It showed that when different creatures, no matter how feared or gentle, come together for a common cause, they can achieve the impossible. And so, the legend continues. As long as there is someone who cares for the sea with a pure and selfless heart, the orcas, the sharks, and the turtles will continue to swim in peace, forever protecting the mermaid who first protected them all. Their story reminds us that every single one of us has the power to make a difference and protect our beautiful blue planet. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the deep. If you loved Marina's story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more magical tales from the ocean. See you next time.